The teaser trailer for Christopher Nolan's upcoming film, Oppenheimer, is truly spine-tingling. It opens with a mesmerizing explosion, unleashing a swirling cloud of red, black, and orange that fills the screen with thunderous intensity. In the next moment, the focus shifts to the piercing gaze of J. Robert Oppenheimer, portrayed by the talented Cillian Murphy. Oppenheimer, a renowned theoretical physicist credited with the creation of the atomic bomb, delivers a haunting message that echoes throughout the rest of the trailer. As Oppenheimer's words reverberate, the trailer unfolds with gripping scenes, promising an exploration of the complex relationship between humanity's fears, their relentless pursuit of knowledge, and the profound consequences of their actions. In Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan presents his unique perspective on the remarkable true story behind the creation of the atomic bomb, the devastating weapon that ultimately found its tragic use in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. This groundbreaking development in human history not only showcased our expanding capabilities, but also exposed the depths of our cruelty. It sparked a wave of reflection, just as the film does, delving into the profound questions that troubled the scientists involved at that time. Questions of power, morality, and ambition. After the success of his previous film, Tenet, in 2020, Nolan returns with Oppenheimer, eagerly awaited by his devoted fans. The film boasts a stellar cast, featuring the exceptional talents of Emily Blunt and Matt Damon. With his penchant for grandeur and audacious projects, Nolan courageously embraces this thrilling topic, ready to weave his cinematic magic once again. The Manhattan Project, a government-led research endeavor initiated in 1942 and disbanded the following year, stands as a significant chapter in history. Its primary objective was to harness the power of nuclear fission, a process discovered in December 1938, for military applications. The culmination of this ambitious undertaking was the development of the atomic bomb. In July 1945, the Trinity test marked a pivotal moment as the first atomic bomb was successfully detonated in New Mexico. Mere weeks later, the second and third atomic bombs were dropped on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, respectively. Throughout its relatively short existence, the Manhattan Project experienced exponential growth. It eventually employed an astonishing workforce of up to 130,000 individuals and incurred a staggering cost of $2 billion to sustain its operations, equivalent to approximately $23 billion in today's currency. The project's immense scale mirrored the urgency and resources dedicated to its groundbreaking mission. J. Robert Oppenheimer, born in 1904 in New York City, emerged from a background shaped by secular German Jewish immigrants. His father worked as a textile importer, while his mother expressed her artistic talents as a painter. From an early age, Oppenheimer showcased exceptional brilliance, skipping the 8th grade entirely and swiftly advancing through multiple grades in a single year. Eventually, he embarked on his educational journey at Harvard, where he pursued a major in chemistry. Seeking further intellectual growth, he later ventured to Cambridge for advanced studies. Oppenheimer's complex personality encompassed both brilliance and affliction. Struggling with bouts of depression, he sought solace in his heavy smoking habit and reportedly abstained from eating during his darkest moods. Furthermore, his propensity for clumsiness within the laboratory environment led him to gravitate towards theoretical physics, opting for conceptual exploration rather than hands-on experimentation. After obtaining his PhD from the University of Göttingen, Oppenheimer embarked on his professional path, commencing with a fellowship at Caltech in 1927. It appears that Oppenheimer possessed a deep awareness of the profound historical implications of the project he was involved in. A few days prior to the Trinity test, he apparently expressed his contemplations by referencing a verse from the works of Bhartrhari, a Hindu philosopher of language. As reported by the New York Times, J. Robert Oppenheimer continued to grapple with the moral implications stemming from his involvement in the creation of the atomic bomb. Allegedly, he confided in his fellow physicists, expressing that, in some sort of crude sense which no vulgarity, no humor, no overstatements can quite extinguish, the physicists have known sin, and this is a knowledge which they cannot lose. However, in 1961, he shared a different perspective, stating, "I carry no weight on my conscience. Scientists are not delinquents. Our work has changed the conditions in which men live, but the use made of these changes is the problem of governments, not of scientists." These contrasting statements encapsulate Oppenheimer's complex feelings. While acknowledging the profound ethical implications of scientific pursuits, he also emphasized that the responsibility for the applications and consequences of scientific discoveries ultimately lies in the hands of governing bodies, shifting the burden away from scientists themselves. Despite being nominated 3 times for the Nobel Prize, J. Robert Oppenheimer never received the esteemed honor. Notably, as one of the key architects behind the creation of the atomic bomb, he later became an advocate for the limitation and control of nuclear weapons. His stance reflected a profound shift in perspective as he recognized the tremendous destructive potential of such weapons and actively worked towards promoting their responsible use. Christopher Nolan, the acclaimed director behind masterpieces such as Inception, The Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, Dunkirk, and Tenet, now sets his sights on bringing the compelling story of Oppenheimer to the screen. This biographical film, featuring the talented Cillian Murphy in the lead role, draws inspiration from the 2005 book American Prometheus, The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer, penned by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Kai Bird and historian Martin J. Sherwin. Through this cinematic endeavor, Nolan delves into the captivating life of the physicist whose groundbreaking work forever altered the course of history. Joining Cillian Murphy, whose most recent full-length film was 2020's A Quiet Place Part 2, the upcoming film boasts a stellar ensemble cast. Emily Blunt will portray Catherine, Oppenheimer's wife and a German biologist, while Matt Damon takes on the role of Leslie Groves, a US officer and director of the Manhattan Project. Robert Downey Jr. brings to life Louis Strauss, a key figure in nuclear weapons development, and the overseer of Oppenheimer's 1954 security hearing that led to the revocation of his Q clearance, the top-secret security clearance of the US Department of Energy. Additionally, Florence Pugh is set to portray Jean Tatlock, a psychiatrist and journalist who was also Oppenheimer's lover, while Benny Safdie, the director of Uncut Gems, will portray physicist Edward Teller. The film also features an impressive lineup of Rami Malek, Josh Hartnett, Gary Oldman, Casey Affleck, and Kenneth Branagh in various roles. Cillian Murphy and Christopher Nolan, longtime collaborators with previous collaborations including Inception, Batman Begins, and Dunkirk, reunite for this project. The film's score is composed by Ludwig Göransson, renowned for his exceptional work on films such as 2018's Black Panther, Venom, and 2020's Tenet. Renowned for his ambitious projects and awe-inspiring set pieces, Christopher Nolan consistently pushes the boundaries of filmmaking. However, Oppenheimer stands as perhaps his most ambitious endeavor to date. In a Total Film interview, Nolan, who strongly favors practical effects over CGI, acknowledged the significant challenge of recreating the Trinity test without relying on computer graphics. He expressed, "It's a story of immense scope and scale, and one of the most challenging projects I've ever undertaken, both in terms of its sheer scale and in delving into the vast expanse of Oppenheimer's narrative. It posed significant logistical and practical hurdles that we had to overcome." With Oppenheimer, Nolan takes on an extraordinary cinematic feat, aiming to capture the grandeur and intricacies of the physicist's story. The director's commitment to utilizing physical effects rather than relying on computer-generated imagery underscores his dedication to immersing the audience in a visceral and authentic experience. When discussing the narrative of Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan emphasized the crucial aspect of subjectivity. He shared, "We aim to delve into the story of an individual's life and their personal journey intertwined with larger-scale historical events. Viewing these events through Oppenheimer's perspective is of utmost importance to me." In addition to the narrative approach, IMAX collaborated with Nolan to develop a unique black-and-white film specifically for Oppenheimer. The director recounted the collaboration with Kodak Photochem, stating, "We presented a challenge to the team at Kodak to achieve this vision, and they rose to the occasion. For the first time ever, we were able to capture black and white footage using IMAX film. The results were truly exhilarating and extraordinary." This innovative collaboration between Nolan and Kodak in creating a new film format showcases the director's dedication to crafting a visually captivating experience that complements the storytelling and contributes to the overall artistic vision of Oppenheimer. The highly anticipated film, Oppenheimer, is scheduled for release in the UK on July 21, 2023. Audiences eagerly await the opportunity to delve into the captivating portrayal of J. Robert Oppenheimer's complex journey and the profound ethical dilemmas he faced in the pursuit of scientific advancement. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.